We are flowing into another episode of What Makes Amherstburg Great. It's Nathan Carr, your host. I am with Richard Peddie here on CKBG The Burg. Richard, how are you doing this week?
I'm great. It's good to be back with you, mate.
It's always good. Mate or Nate,
Mate?
I'll take.
You're a mate.
I'm a mate. We've reached that level of friendship. Listen, over the last many weeks, we've talked about everything from heritage, the arts, to nonprofits, local shops, events. The list goes on and on. Today, we're going to talk about the Detroit River, and not only how it makes Amherstburg great, some of the history of it as well.
Well, it's a very special river. It's actually one of the few rivers in the world that's heritage river shared by two countries. So that makes us pretty unique. So if you really step back and think about the Detroit River, it was carved out of glaciers thousands of years ago. Indigenous peoples, used it as a way of transport. They settled on the land around it. Then in the War of 1812, it was very key to what happened. Then there was the rum runners. Sneaking booze across. And, so it's always been a really special river, and we're lucky to be beside it.
Yeah, we really are lucky to be right near it. I want to talk about the book that you published called Great Small Towns of Ontario. Did any of those other small towns have as significant or a close relationship with water as Amherstburg does?
I never went out looking for water when I chose those. They all had water in some form. It typically, though, was a river or a large stream, maybe a waterfall. And the ones that were beside a large body of water, like Port Hope would be a good example. The water was a long ways from the downtown. And this was the only one that had a major river beside it. And I think it's been a real point of difference and a real key thing to the town.
And there's been a couple of books, too, about the river and Amherstburg. You want to tell us about those?
Yeah. One, came out just about a year ago now by Elaine Weeks and Chris Edwards. And, they've been publishing for a long time, very successful. And they worked on this concept for over 8 years. And a year ago, they came out with a beautiful hardcover book. We'll be giving away 2 of them at the station. And it talks about the history and everything from, what is the Detroit River seen? It's not only what it's seen in Amherstburg, but it's seen the riots. It's seen the growth of the car industry. It's seen, as I said before, the rum runners. And this book, in beautiful photographs and great storytelling, is something that really amplifies the river.
Yeah, and another book as well, one by Marty Gervais.
Yes, Amherstburg, a river town. That just came out a little while ago. Now, Marty's terrific. He's a poet laureate. He was on the show with us in the past to launch this. And he's also a great photographer that I did not learn till we're well in the process that's going blind. And he shot over 50 photographs, and it really shows the town and the river ways that either we've forgotten or that we've never seen before. So it's pretty special. And I think the fact that there's been 2 books in the last year about the river just shows how important the river is to Amherstburg.
Yeah, there really are a lot of things that make Amherstburg great. Next week, we're going to kind of get back to the nonprofit, talk a little bit about something great that's going on and important work that's being done in our community, right?
Before this series is done at the end of the year, it'll be, 5, 6, 7 nonprofits. And we're looking forward to chatting to Kathy, who runs the next nonprofit that we're going to talk about.
We're going to do that next week on another fresh episode of What Makes Amherstburg Great here on CKBG The Burg.